Welcome back, Grant's Lawn Care family. Let's get this video started. Just a few things that I've been thinking about as the last few days has been going by since I dropped the video. This video once again has no particular order. However, just a lot of things that's been going on over the last few days. I just was stopping and trying to get some content for you guys. So without further ado, again, let's get it started. Guys, as this season is getting ready to wrap up, I'm hoping that you are taking something into the winter time to plan ahead for the 2024 season. What I mean is taking something with you, meaning some type of experience that you went through this season, rather good or bad or indifferent, that it helps you plan for your 2024 just a little bit better. My goal for 2023 was to get my route just a little bit tighter, and I did that pretty much. I dropped a few customers that were way out of the way, and I advertised in more areas and pretty much consolidated my route in just more so 3 different areas. One closest to home, one midway from home, and I still have the far out, just a little bit far out away from home. And as I made a video prior to this one, I have those select days when I go my farthest, my midway, and to my home area. So I'm hoping you guys will take some of that into consideration yourself this year when it comes to planning your route and to put it into play, a game plan for 2024. So without that mindset of planning ahead, sometimes it can put you way behind, because let's just say 2024 may be a year that you're really wanting to expand your business. Well, have you already got a plan in action of where you're going to advertise, how you're going to advertise, whether if it's digital marketing, whether if it's door-to-door, just in general? I know a lot of people use Facebook and all type of ways to advertise and get their business out there, wearing t-shirts, posting signs in neighborhoods. That's the kind of things that I'm trying to, I guess, pretty much say in this video, is making sure you have a strategic plan for the fall season, winter season, leading into the 2024 grass season. So hopefully that makes a little bit of a itch in your brain, making you want to stretch and try to figure that out for yourself if you haven't already started planning ahead. Some of my already plan aheads for 2024 is to just make sure I advertise and keep my route consolidated as possible, and also just to remain disciplined when it comes to who I completely take on far as a client, because people nowadays, and it's not everyone as a whole, but you will run into some people nowadays that will make you just be like, my goodness, there's no way that every client or person that I deal with is a handful that can turn into a headache. So just be mindful and sit back and continue to enjoy the video. Guys, I just want to talk about a Skag that I test drove recently. I was not able to get any footage of it, but I ended up test driving a Skag Cheetah. And guys and girls, let me tell you, that mower is fast. It is very fast for a lawnmower. Top speeds from what they found out was 21 miles an hour. When I got on it, it was just like, my goodness, for a lawnmower, it should not be, you know, going this fast. But man, I don't know. I'm torn between the Tiger Cat and now this Cheetah. Now, granted, you cannot cut no grass at 21 miles an hour unless this grass is already like super low and you're just trying to knock the top off of it, because 21 miles an hour, you're just going to lay grass over. It's not going to be a neat cut. One thing I did not like about this one, which I'm sure if you order it to custom, you can get it whichever way, is the rear discharge on the back of the deck. I just think it leaves a lot of clumps. And the main goal with lawn care is to be in and out, you know, as fast as you can, trying to get to the next property. So to me, with those, you know, rear discharge mowers and the clumping, you're going to have to cut that lawn maybe once or twice more just to eradicate the clumping of the grass that, you know, will make a good job look pretty bad. So I would get a side discharge if that was the way I go, you know, either direction with a Cheetah and or a Tiger Cat. I just want another reliable Skag that I can put on my fleet as either my main mower or my backup mower. More than likely, if I get a brand new mower, it's going to be my main mower. And my Skag Liberty Z48 that I have now would just end up being a backup. I don't need to go no bigger than a 48 because that gets me through all of my gates and fences now that I'm dealing with. So yeah, I'm still pretty much sold on remaining a Skag person. So it's a lot of great brands out there, I'm sure, but man, I'm just, Skags are just, to me, some very well hold up type of lawnmowers. Ever since I got mine 3 years ago, I can't be told anything different right now. I see a lot of great reviews on different mowers, but I can just say personally for me, right now, Skag is my number one. And I think I made it in another video. I think my next would be, if I did go away from Skag, Toro Z Master 4000 or whichever series they got out now that's in a pretty good price range. So yeah, I'm a Skag guy. So sit back and continue to enjoy. Guys, as you can see, I ended up having to get another tripod. Shout out to Joseph over there with Lawn Masters. He had to get one as well with mine, so I got a cheaper brand from Walmart. And it took a beating, and it lasted me up until now. But it was time for me to get rid of it and time for me to get something new. So I ended up getting another one from Amazon, and my headphones, I did have the ones with the little pull-out wireless ones, but they short out so easy. Either one ear or short out and the other one played just fine, and or both of them over time, with sweat, getting into them and debris and trash and dust. It kind of just, takes a toll on them. And I had another brand new set that I barely was using, and all of a sudden the right earpiece shorted out on it. So yeah, I went ahead and got me another set of wireless headphones. I'm trying to see how these will work out with, no little pull cord on it. So at the risk of me shorting it out by accident, I'm kind of tired of that, because at the end of the day, you will spend a lot of money if you keep investing in the same style headphones that are kind of, letting you down over time. So I had a conversation with one guy, and he was like, he really doesn't listen to music when he is cutting grass. He just puts on the earmuffs to drown out the sound of the motors, and that's fine and dandy as well. So it's all about preference. But me, I definitely got to have me some type of tunes in my ear as I'm mowing. To me, it kind of makes the mowing process goes by a little bit faster. The average yard for me is about 45 minutes to an hour. So let's just say about, I don't know, 5 or 6 songs, I'm pretty much done. That's including me just mowing, weed eating, and blowing and edging everything by myself. 45 minutes to a little over an hour for each yard. So by the time I go through a couple songs, I'm done. So I'm definitely going to try to keep up with the maintenance of my headphones and my tripod, so I can keep trying to get you guys some great content. So stay tuned. And guys, as I'm closing out this video again, thank you all, especially to the ones who subscribe to the channel and to the ones who give feedback. I really appreciate the positivity. Being in social media for the last few months has definitely been a challenge, because we all, to an extent, for those of us who are still small channels, we all still get a little bit disheartened because your channel is not growing. You look at other channels and they're still doing great numbers, channels going up by hundreds of followers every time you look at them, and you're big supporters of that channel as well. So with that being said, I'm just gonna again keep pushing content. Hopefully I attract the proper audience, and for those who leave in comments and everything on positive notes, I really appreciate it. I try my best to give feedback to all my comments. It's at the point now to where I try to just like and heart the comments, because a lot of it, like I said, means a lot, and it's followed by positivity that feeds my inner wanting to do YouTube. It's tough, it's hard, you got to be so careful now, because you easily can get copyrighted. And a lot of people I've seen recently have lost their monetized efforts for YouTube. So there's just so many different things nowadays that you have to be mindful for when doing content. And this is just a place where, as I've seen another channel that I view a lot, I bring you along on my journey in lawn care, rather if it's good, bad, or indifferent, just to show you a taste of what I go through weekly with this business. Going on year 4 this coming season, Lord willing, on 2024, and still trying to figure out, go through the ups and downs of it, just trying to figure it out. I mean, there are a lot of successful grass cutting lawn companies out here that I can attest, I'm sure, and say that every day isn't going to be easy, but anything that you really want is going to be worth fighting for. So you gotta be able to put the fight up. And just like right now, we're all fighting these super high temperatures. Your daily temperature may just supposed to be, let's just say, 90 degrees, but you got a heat index because of the dew points that reaches, let's just say 110 degrees. And I'm telling you, right then and there alone, the heat will make you just be like, what am I doing out here? It'll really make you rethink, you know, this line of work. And at the end of the day, I don't care what anybody says. If this or any job doesn't work out for you, it just doesn't work out for you. Everything isn't meant for everybody to be, you know, once they start it, they have to just fight it out to the end. You know, a lot of people say quitters never win. Well, sometimes, you know, quitting doesn't necessarily mean you're a quitter. It means, you know, you want to do something better for yourself. You know, you gave something an effort, and hey, it wasn't for you. That's like if, you know, if you were a chef for, let's just say, 2 years, and you just realize that, okay, I'm just not feeling it anymore. I don't want to cook anymore. This just isn't really what I feel like I should be doing. You know, I want to do something else. Then hey, put the spatula down, let somebody else pick it up. You know, go out there and figure out what your gift is that you do, you know, the least of efforts, and go out there and put it to work. You know, maybe you're a great artist, maybe you cut hair, maybe, you know, you sing. You know, go out there and put your different talents to use. Don't sit down if you have a good skill and let it go to waste, because, you know, time is speeding up, you know, in all. Look at how fast we're almost into the end of this year. Walmart already has October things out. They already got Thanksgiving signs out in some of the stores already. You know, Halloween items already out. You know, in the next, you know, it's about to be September in the next few weeks. By the time the end of September get here, you're going to start seeing Santa Claus and Christmas trees and everything like that. So time is not sitting still, so neither should you. So any hidden talents that you think that, you know, hey, it may not make an impact, go out there and give it a chance. Go out there and give yourself, you know, the same 24 hours that the millionaires and billionaires have. Go out there and give yourself that same opportunity, because you never know what spark you may ignite that may just take off and put you in a great position using your God's given talent out here. So guys, I'm getting off my soapbox. I'm checking out of here. Y'all be safe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Sit back and enjoy the last few minutes. And again, this is Simon from Grand Salon Care.